Hello, welcome to Circle Time. I am Caroline from the Khan Academy Kids team, and I'm here with my friend Sophie today. Hi, Sophie.
Hi, Caroline. I am so excited to be here for Circle Time today. I have no idea what we are going to do today. What have you got planned?
We are going to do something really fun and new. We're going to do gymnastics. Friends, do you know what gymnastics is?
Well, yeah, it seems like a lot of people out there know what gymnastics is. It's about flips and balance and a whole lot of things. Our friends are nodding.
Yes, so to get started and warmed up, should we start with a stretch?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, let's stretch our arms out. Can you reach up high in the sky?
Mm-hmm.
And then out to the side. Ooh, I can almost pretend touch my friend Sophie.
Ooh, that's fun.
And down below. I'll see you soon.
Ooh.
And up again. To the side. And the other side.
Oh, it feels so good to stretch, doesn't it?
Yes, I think we are ready. I'm feeling really awake now. How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel ready for gymnastics.
That's a great idea. Today we have a book about gymnastics. Let me open my book. It is called Flip, Jump, Roll. And it's a story about Cody and Rhea and all the gymnastics that they do. Do you want to get started?
Yes, please.
Right. Cody and Rhea were grinning from ear to ear. Today they were doing gymnastics. Before they got started, they had to drag some mats out so that everyone could practice on them. They dropped down on the mats and did some forward rolls. This is great, Rhea said. It's easier to do than I thought it would be. Rhea did a trio of forward rolls in a row. Awesome, exclaimed Cody. Friends, do you want to try your forward rolls?
Oh my goodness, I can see so many of our friends tumbling forward into forward rolls, Caroline.
Wow! That's great! All right, when you're ready, come back and we'll finish the story. Do you want to try something else? Cody asked. Let's check out the trapeze, Rhea replied. They took turns grasping the trapeze and dropping down into a giant pit of foam blocks. This is so much fun, Cody said. Do you know what foam blocks are?
Can you give us a hint?
Well, they look like blocks in the picture, but do you think they're hard or soft?
Oh, my friend here is telling me that they are definitely soft so that you can jump off the trapeze and land very gently into the soft foam blocks.
They are. So now, friends, do you want to try pretending that we're on a trapeze?
Yeah.
Are you ready to swing? Let's try it. We're going to go. And I'm going to swing.
Oh, I guess it doesn't.
Oh,
Get up.
I'm swinging again.
Woo.
Whoa, this trapeze is so fast.
And then we jump off the trapeze into the soft blocks and we're back.
Right.
Whew, that was very, very fun.
So much fun to jump into the foam blocks. Which activity do you want to do next? Asked Rhea. How about the trampoline? Replied Cody. They gradually jumped higher and higher and higher. Rhea did a graceful flip and Cody did a cannonball. Do you know what a trampoline is? Have you ever jumped on one?
Yeah. I had a trampoline at my house when I was growing up, and me and my sisters and my brothers would bounce on it just like Rhea and Cody are.
That's great. We don't have a trampoline today here with us, but maybe we can do some jumping. Should we do some jumping? All right, ready? Friends, we're gonna jump.
Ooh, I'm already jumping. Ooh, it's not quite as bouncy as a trampoline would be.
No, I don't think so, but it's a great thing to do at home when you need to get some energy out.
Got it, yes.
Now let's try doing handstands, Cody told Rhea. They pressed their hands into the ground and tried to get their legs up. Cody got it right away, but Rhea found it tricky to do. Let me help prop your legs up. It looks like Cody's being a really helpful friend. Yeah. You know, should we try pressing our hands? I don't know if I can press them into the ground right now, but maybe I can try to press them with my friend Sophie. We can pretend, press them.
Oh,
together. Yep. Here we go.
An air handstand we're doing.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Look, I can do a cartwheel, Rhea exclaimed. When Cody tried to do one, she tripped and crashed to the ground. These are hard to do, Cody groaned. But she wanted to prove she could do it. How do you think Cody is feeling right now?
Oh, I think Cody feels a little bit sad and maybe a little bit frustrated that she hasn't been able to do a cartwheel yet. And it looks like Rhea is finding it quite easy. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah, I can see Cody's face. She definitely looks a little frustrated, but it sounds like she was determined to try.
Yeah, that's right.
Cody practiced doing cartwheels over and over again. She still had trouble doing them, but she didn't give up. After a long time, she finally did a cartwheel. What a triumph! Great job, Rhea praised Cody. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you too, Cody responded. Let's show our friends what we learned, said Rhea. Then maybe they'll want to come to gymnastics too, Cody replied. Wow, so Cody really kept on trying and trying on those cartwheels and eventually she could do it. Should we do some activities?
Yeah, I think we should. That was a great book.
It was. So here's the trapeze that we were talking about, and it starts with two letters. The T, which normally makes the T sound, and the R, which normally makes a sound by itself, but together, when you put the T and the R together, you get the sound ch. Do you want to say that with me, friends? Ready? Ch. That's right. That's the word trapeze. That was fun swinging on the trapeze. And this is the word dropped. So remember when they dropped into those foam blocks? And this one starts with a D, which normally makes the T sound, and an R, which normally makes the sound. And together, DR makes the dr sound. So can you hear that in the word dropped? It blends, the D and the R blend together to make the dr sound. You want to say that?
Dr.
And we have a sentence that uses the word dropped. We dropped into the foam pit. Can we find the word dropped?
Dropped. Great. It's the word dropped.
And here is another word. Remember when we were pressing our hands together? Pressed. And this one starts with the pr blend. PR blends together to make the pr sound. Do you know some other words that start with the pr sound?
Ooh. What about prod and professional?
That's right.
That's a long word.
That is. And pretzel.
Pretzel, that's a good one.
And maybe present.
Oh, present. Yeah, I love present.
Those are good words. We pressed our hands into the ground. Can you find the word pressed? I think it's the second word in this sentence.
Pressed.
Yeah.
Super. That's the word, pressed.
And here now we have to finish this word. Let's see. We have something blank and then
Oud.
oud. Let's try this. The pr sound.
Purr. Purr. Cool beans. You spelled purr. Oud. That's the word, proud.
And one more sentence. I blank and fell on the mat. We have two words. One is
Tripped.
and one is
Dripped.
I dripped and fell on the mat? Were you dripping some water? I don't know. Or I tripped and fell on the mat? I think that's the right one, when Cody tripped.
Tripped. You made the sentence, I tripped and fell on the mat. Great.
And here is a picture of Cody and Rhea jumping on this trampoline. That was a fun story.
Yeah, I loved that.
That was so much fun. Should we do maybe a few more gymnastics together?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, friends, let's put our devices down and stand up.
Oh.
Should we try some jumping jacks? Do you know what jumping jacks are?
Oh, lots of people are nodding. How do they all know this? They're so clever, aren't they?
You jump and you put your hands over your head and you put your feet out to the side. Great! Should we try it really fast? I am tired.
Tired.
Good work, friends. What do you feel?
Can
I
you
can feel my heart
heart beating?
pumping. Can you feel your heart pumping?
More quickly than it usually does because we just did a lot of activity.
That's right, but it's good for our bodies. Getting your heart to pump is a healthy thing to keep you in shape, and also using your body makes your muscles stronger. So there are lots of things that we can do to make our bodies stronger, even when we're just in the house. Do you have another thing you'd like to do, friends?
Oh, someone is saying they would like to spin their arms like mini little propellers to get them moving.
It's like flying almost.
It is.
You're flying like a bird.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So much fun.
So much fun. One more, and then we'll do a stretch to wrap up. Let's do a gorilla move.
Oh, okay. I didn't know about this one.
A gorilla move.
It's a very
And then
fun one.
a gorilla sit.
Ooh, okay. Oh yeah, some people call this a squat.
That's right. You pretend you're sitting down in a chair.
But you don't actually sit down. You just stretch
That's right.
and come back up.
That's right. All right, well, I think it's time for our final stretch. Let's do one last stretch before we say goodbye. Up high, down low.
Woo!
All right, bye-bye, friends. Goodbye, friends. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much, and goodbye for now from Caroline, Sophie, and the Khan Academy Kids team. Bye-bye.